Hello and welcome to Nltv News. Now this is Johanna Muri and we'll start with the headlines. Government of India reduces disturbed area under Armed Forces Special Powers Act AFSPA in the state of Nagaland along with Assam and Manipur. AFSPA removed from 15 police stations in 7 districts in Nagaland with effect from April 1. Government of Nagaland calls a consultative meeting with 18 organizations from Nagaland on AFSPA on April 4. CM Rio along with advisors, Chief Secretary DGP and other senior officials to be said to be present in the meeting. Rising People's Party Youth appoints new members in accordance to Article 10(1) of party's constitution and consultation with party's president. President of Rising Youth decides to appoint committed party workers as unit bearers. Southern Angami Public Organization unanimously decides to temporarily suspend the indefinite ban based on Tenyemi People's Organization's ultimatum to Manipur's government to withdraw police forces from Khelo and requests SAPU to lift blockage. Angami Public Organization also requested SAPU to lift the indefinite ban for upcoming 50-year celebration. 11 districts from Nagaland selected to build centers for 7 sports disciplines, an initiative taken by Government of India under Khelo India program to motivate, promote sports among youths and bring a change and development in sports infrastructure. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on a 2-day official visit to India will meet Jaishankar and hold talks. Now the news in details. In a major step taken after decades, Government of India on Friday reduced disturbed areas under Armed Forces Special Powers Act AFSPA in the state of Nagaland along with Assam and Manipur, and ineffective in a few districts and areas falling within the jurisdiction of some police stations in these states for the next 6 months. In a gazetted notification, the Ministry of Home Affairs announced that the AFSPA will be ineffective in 9 districts of Nagaland including Dimapur, Newland, Chumukedima, Mon, Kifiri, Noklak, Phek, Paran and Zunupoto. It also stated that the areas falling within the jurisdiction of 15 police stations comprising Kuzama, Kohima, North Kohima, South Zubza and Kezocha Police Station in Kohima District, Mangolampa, Mokokchung-1, Longthi, Tuli, Longchem and Akaisi Police Stations in Mokokchung Districts, Yanglok Police Station in Longlang District and Pandari, Champangralan and Sungro Police Stations in Wokha District shall continue to remain as disturbed area. As per notifications, these 9 districts in Nagaland and areas falling within the jurisdiction of 15 police stations in states' different districts are declared as disturbed area under Section 3 of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 for a period of 6 months with effect from April 1, 2022 unless withdrawn earlier by the step. The AFSPA has been removed from 15 police stations in 7 districts in Nagaland with effect from April 1. The disturbed area notification in force of the whole of Nagaland since 1995. The central government took the step after it accepted the recommendation of the committee constituted in this regard to remove AFSPA in a phased manner. More details on this, we will have a phono with our senior content producer. Hello.
Yes, Johanna, as you have just mentioned, already we are airing this news since yesterday. Once Union Home Minister Amit Shah tweeted about the information that AFSPA is reduced in 3 northeastern states. Further, the notification that was issued by Ministry of Home Affairs, that specifically mentioned the areas in which AFSPA will be reduced. So as you have already mentioned, from now on, from April 1st, midnight of Friday, in areas when it comes to Nagaland specifically, 9 districts will still be under AFSPA. Those, as you have said, Dimapur, Newland, the newly formed districts, Newland, Chumukedima, including Mon also. Interestingly, Mon is a district where, the whole voting incident took place and AFSPA was in controversy and highlight for the voting massacre that took place in December. So Mon is one of the districts where it is still considered to be a disturbed area. Kifire remains a disturbed area. Noklak, Fek, Peren, and Zunaveto. These total 9 districts continues to be in as disturbed area as per the notification that has been issued by Piyush Goyal. And apart from that, the 15 police stations from different districts that includes Kohima, Mokokchung, Longlang, and Wokha. These 4 districts have 15 police stations in total. And the jurisdiction area under this 15 police station also remains as disturbed. So for the viewers, once again, I would like to mention the police stations that from Kohima district remains under disturbed area are Khuzama, Kohima North, Kohima South, Jubza, and Kejosa. These stations under Kohima district remains disturbed area. When you come to Mokokchung, if I'm not pronouncing it wrong, Mangkolemba, Mokokchung 1, Longtu, Tuli, and Longcheng. And apart from that, Anaki C police stations are still disturbed area. As per the notification that has been issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs, one police station from Longlang district, that is Yanglok police station remains disturbed area. While in terms of Wokha district, 3 police stations, Bandari, Champang, Ralan, I beg your pardon, 4. Total 4, Bandari, Champang, Ralan, and Sumro. 4 police stations remains as disturbed area. So total 9 districts and 15 police station remains as disturbed areas till September 30. It has been extended from April 1st to September 30. That means for a period of 6 months. Further, the notification interestingly said that it might be withdrawn or it might be changed if the government of India at any time feels that the situation in the areas that I have already mentioned is better now, or law and order situation gets improved. So in the further notification if issued, then this deadline might be shortened also, and the AFSPA might be removed from these areas unless and until the government decides to withdraw, depending upon the law and order situation. However, all other areas, all remaining areas, apart from the mentioned areas, all part of the Nagaland, state of Nagaland, is now AFSPA is not in effect, except these areas that I have mentioned. So as per the notification that has been issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs, 7 districts in 7 districts of Nagaland, AFSPA is no longer there. So this is the information that for the next 6 months, in 9 districts and 15 police stations, AFSPA will remain in effect. However, it depends whether the government of India finds that the situation has improved in the said areas. There might be some further notification that might come in the coming days. But as of now, this is the information that we have. And as you know, that AFSPA is in effect in Nagaland from 1995. And over the complete scenario in the northeast is like that. In Assam, it has started from 1990. In Meghalaya, it started. In Nagaland, it started from 1995. Similarly, in Manipur, it came into effect in 2004. So all the states except, as of now, Meghalaya and Tripura, where it has been lifted in 2015 and 2018 respectively under AFSPA. However, this decision is considered to be very important decision as far as the controversial law is concerned. So in the later news, we will also update about the AFSPA reduced in Assam and Manipur respectively. Those information will come later. So you'll be briefing our viewers.
Okay, so in some areas it's still considered to be disturbed areas. So what do you think, or what are the reaction of the public in the disturbed areas?
Well, as of now, our reporters are trying to get reactions from the people, from different organizations. However, till this moment, nothing official has come to us, as far as any civic organization or society is concerned. They haven't released any press release or a statement. The moment we get, we'll definitely we'll break those news as well. But however, it seems that it will draw a lot of appreciation from the civil societies and a lot of the civic bodies and the local people, also the common public also, as AFSPA has always been a center of controversy, especially because of its Article 4 and Article 6 that gives, the power to the Indian Army to, arrest, to fire, without any warrant or without any order, So that has drawn a lot of flack over the times. In fact, that's what has led massive outrage in the month of December, as you already know. People are aware of the fact that from that clamor against repealment of AFSPA grown louder, the governments of different states, include the Nagaland government, include the Assam government, and Meghalaya government, the northeastern states, have often talked to the ministry, and they have talked to Union Home Minister Amit Shah to take a decision and to repeal AFSPA. So this can be seen as a first step of repealment of the controversial act. As of now, partially some disturbed areas has been reduced. So in coming days, we might witness that over the continuous clamor and demand for repealment of AFSPA, the government of India might decide. But that will be interesting to see. But for the next 6 months, as we have already mentioned, the mentioned areas, the above mentioned 9 districts and the 15 police station continues to be under AFSPA. However, the rest of the areas are now completely free from the Armed Forces Special Power Act 1958, Johanna.
Okay, so what probabilities do you think the government of India, what are the probabilities of revoking the AFSPA?
Well, definitely, it will be interesting to see, in the coming days, what the deliberations takes place between the governments of northeastern states. As far as Nagaland is concerned, we are also about to break the news that a consultative meeting has been called by the government of Nagaland, on April 4th. And that will also that will take place with the government of Nagaland and 18 civic organizations, including the organizations name that will be briefed in the next news that we have with us. So I would like to mention a few of them. But however, it's about the civic bodies and organizations. They will take part in the consultative meeting, and I'm sure that in the meeting, the future course of action will be taken by the government of Nagaland. I know a resolution might be taken in that meeting, and that will be presented before the government of India in coming days, to place the demands. So as of now, already the government has started to take the steps, to take the things forward as far as deliberations and talk with the government of India is concerned. So we will keep an eye and we'll keep an update, and we will inform our viewers, about all the developments that will take place in the coming days, Johanna.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Now we will move on to the next news. A consultative meeting on Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 in Nagaland has been convened on April 4, 10 a.m. at Rhododendron Hall Central Police Officers Mess, Chumukedima. Notably, Chief Minister Nltv, along with Advisor Chief Secretary DGP and other senior officials, will be present in the meeting. Furthermore, Home Commissioner Abhijit Sinha has called upon President and 2 other representatives of various council and organizations of Nagaland to attend the meeting. The councils and organizations include Central Nagaland Tribes Council, Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, Tenyame People's Organization, Angami Public Organization Kohima, Ausedan Mokokchung, Chakasang Public Organization, Pek, Chang, Kuli Sentang, Twinsang Konyak Union Mon, Kemunyan Tribal Council, Noklak, Lotha Hoho, Woka, Home People Council Longleng, Puchuri Hoho, Meluri, Rengma Hoho, Teminu Sumi Hoho, Zanaboto Tikir Tribal Council, Kyosam United Sangtam, Likumpung Chikifiri, Kemunyan Tribal Council Shamator, and Nagaland Zilang People's Organization Peren. The Southern Angami Public Organization on 31st March 2022, 12 p.m. unanimously decided to temporarily suspend the indefinite ban. The SAPO lifted indefinite ban based on Tenyame People's Organization ultimatum to Manipur government to withdraw police forces from Quezon and request SAPO to lift the blockage. Therefore, published on the Nagaland Post as on 31st March 2022. Meanwhile, the Angami Public Organization also requested SAPO to fill the indefinite ban for the upcoming 50-year celebration of the organization's Golden Jubilee to be held on 8 April 2022. SAPO further notifies that the relaxation and lifting of indefinite ban is only temporary measure, and if the government of Manipur fails to adhere to the ultimatum served by TPO on Manipur government dated 29 2022 March, the SAPO is in constraint with initiate its own course of action, whereby the government of Manipur will be held responsible. The Rising People's Party Rising Youth has announced a member of the party on Thursday. According to Article 10(1) of the party's constitution, in consultation with the party's president, the president of the Rising Youth decided to appoint the committed party workers as unit office bearers. As per the press release, the President, General Secretary and Treasurer of the Rising Youth from Dimapur, Chumukedima and Newland District will be Engineer Hukaka, Kiho and Kedungunyo and Daniel Su, respectively. On the other hand, under Peg District, Kulupoyi Vadeo has been appointed as President, Vice President as Nukuyi Shijo, Kobalohe as General Secretary, Secretary as Huto Chuzo and Joint Secretary as Sahizo Chizo and Treasurer Nikozo Kero. Under Khelo India program, the Government of India, with the motive to promote sports among youth and bring change and developments in sports infrastructure, selected 11 districts from Nagaland to build centers. The 11 districts include Dimapur, Kohima, Kiferi, Mokokchung, Mon, Noklak, Paren, Tuinsang, Wokha and Zunupoto. The centers will be built for archery, badminton, football, hockey, shooting, table tennis and wrestling as such. Meanwhile, Development Department of Youth Resources and Sports in its talk with Indian government to set up another center for the newly created district Chumukedima, Newland, Shamator and Seminyo. The program Khelo India was dedicated to launch under PM Modi's government in 2017 to 18 to felicitate good sports infrastructure and train youths at national and international stage. The Department of Art and Culture is all set to organize a book exhibition on April 27 and 28 at the premises of Directorate of Art and Culture. Notably, the department, through a notification, informed that the local authors and publishers who are interested to participate in the book exhibition and sale may collect a prescribed form and details from the Directorate of Art and Culture, Kohima. On any working days, it is to be mentioned that forms shall be submitted to the Directorate of Art and Culture on or before April 18, 2022. Government of Nagaland, through a notification, informed that the Power Department will mandatorily install smart prepayment meters for all categories of consumers in a time-bound and phased manner with immediate effect. Notably, those areas or the consumers where post-paid meters are operational at present will be brought through under the ambit of communitization of electricity till further orders. It is to be mentioned that the installation of smart prepayment meters are mandatory for all category of customers, which states inter-ally all government officials and block of level and above all the industrial and commercial consumers will be metered with smart meters with prepayment mode made by December 2023, and all other areas will be metered with smart meters with prepayment mode by March 2025. The Kopta Flying Squad on Thursday conducted enforcement raid drive on selling tobacco products near educational institutions in Wokha. Notably, the squad penalized 13 defaulters and seized tobaccos from the shops falling within the jurisdiction of the restriction areas and penalized with fine of rupees 200. Furthermore, the Kopta officials directed the shopkeepers to abide Kopta Act and warned that necessary legal actions will be initiated as per the provision of the law if found guilty. It may be mentioned that the seized tobacco products were destroyed the same day at police station Wokha premises in presence of the flying member squad. It is to be mentioned that the team was led by officer in charge OC Wokha L Chinitangkikon along with the staff of National Tobacco Program NTCP, Tobashis from District Administration and women police personnel from Wokha. The The Western Sumi Baptist Akokulu's 3 days church leaders revival at Millennium Hall of Daniel Village concluded on Thursday. The revival witnessed the participation of around 600 delegates, while retired Director Land Resource Inohoto Yepto delivered the Word of God on the last day of the revival. While speaking with Nltv, Speaker Yepto mentioned that this church leaders revival was the first one of its kind held among the Sumi community. Yepto noted that the world is full of evils with activities with Word of God alone is not possible to change people's life. He highlighted that it is not only the presence of the Holy Spirit that the church leaders are able to bring people close to God. Sliding all the others revival held, Yepto concluded that the revival opened a channel of blessings that witnessed the work of God.
Church leaders revival thagato aje first time ase aro isro morambra eto first time revival te ami speaker banai degena aigena tai khan logoti isro kotha ko dise aro ami pato ajama khan eti revival thagatam te pato poila amakhan church leaders kan he revival kurgena Pavitra Atma Holy Spirit laga takutu loigena amakhan spirit pra jonam kurgena eto pachete Pavitra Atma hokti loigena amakhan believers logate amakhan followers logate preaching dile isur laga kotho gule tai khan ahibo aji to so prithute bia hoi jase aro amakhan nagli nishina isu kotha khali kwa tole mona an bole na para hoi jase kintu amakhan isur laga jui paigena eto pachete Holy Spirit power pra bia rasta dik thaga khan ja khan pe anbo paribo eto karne poila amakhan revival hour thaka to eti sopra balase aro am bhabna to delegates to 500 plus aise kintu ami hisab to lakh thaga nishina bhabe ase kile man so leaders ase aro kunba 100 kunba 1000 etu nishina operative leader khan ase etu karne revival hour iman loi thagile bi ami hisab to iti sopra dangra ase de bhabigena isur ga dhanyabad dia ase aro Reverend Dr. Photo Executive Secretary WSB ke tar laga program pra iman bahal ekdam unexpected program banaise aro amakhan bal pra tin yete revival loigena isur laga kotha ami kwato amakhan pap to sob chharbo lage aro amakhan Holy Spirit uthai lobo lage aro amakhan nam to life of bookte amakhan laga nam poila thakibo aro isur laga hokti loigena to jui laga Holy Spirit laga jui dhorigena isur laga kam korbo lage etu karne Holy Spirit to uthai lobi aro amakhan fuel to refill korbo lage tel to halbo lage tel na halle lem to no cholai etu karne amakhan Holy Spirit laga fuel to halbo lagibo aro julagena amakhan church te aro isur laga kotha koi jabo aro semerete church leaders.
The governor of Manipur has also accorded to approval to declare the entire state of Manipur, excluding the areas falling under the jurisdiction of 15 police stations, as disturbed area for a period of 6 months with effect from April 1, 2022, in the exercise of powers confronted by Section 3 of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 as per the order. AFSPA has been withdrawn from Imphal, Lamphel City, Singjamai Sikamai, Lamsang Patsoy, Porompramat, Heiking, Lamlai, Iribulung, Thoibal, Bishnupur, Kakchin and Jiribam police stations in Manipur. The disturbed area declaration in the entire Manipur except the Imphal municipal areas in operation since 2004. Chief Minister Nltv has congratulated Dr. Watizulu Suzumaran Jamir on being elected as the Vice President of Badminton Association of India. The Chief Minister took down to Twitter and wished Jamir a successful tenure 2022-26. On the other hand, the Nagaland Badminton Association also congratulated Dr. Watizulu Suzumaran Jamir on his achievement. Notably, the NBA informed that Jamir was holding the post of Joint Secretary of BAI during the last tenure. Free archery coaching camp for classes 8 to 12 girl students have been organized in Peg district under Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. The camp will be held in months of April to June 2022 for a period of 3 months at Government Higher Secondary School, Chozaba Town, Peg district. Meanwhile, the 3 coaches, namely Nagaland Archery Coaching Henuzo Tisa, DSP Archery Coach Chikrovelo Suoro and Archery Coach Kosazo Tisa will be training 30 girls at the camp. In order to apply for the application, Aadhaar card and 2 passports should be sent via dlcwpeg@gmail.com or given WhatsApp number 9856189315 or 9774555185, and the other number is 6909251130 along with address details and contact numbers. The last date for submission of the application is on 10th April 2022. Notably, the camp has been organized and supported by administration and DLCA Mahila Shakti Kendra, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Peg in collaboration with Chakasang Archery Association. Peg District Legal Services Authority in collaboration with District Administration Futsero held a mini camp at the office premises of ADC Futsero on Thursday. During the camp, ADC of Futsero Joseph Watch called upon the general public to avail the opportunities such as Agri and Allied Services schemes, old age pension, Ayushman Bharat, e-Sharam enrollment for Aadhaar correction, phone number linkage, sport loan opportunities to eligible beneficiaries. It is to be mentioned that the program was chaired by penal lawyer of Peg DLSA, Advocate Fukruli Kyapfo. Similar to Nagaland, Government of India also withdrawn declaration of disturbed area in 23 districts and 1 subdivision of Assam with effect from April 1st. The areas include Dhimaji, Lakhimpur, Mojli, Bishwanath, Sodirpur, Naugaon, Hoyai, Marugaon, Kamrup Metro, Tarang, Kamrup, Nalabari, Parpeta, Golapara, Bongaigaon, Dhubri, South Salmara, Mankachar, Korkachar, Chirang, Baksa, Udalguri, Karimganj, Halikandi and Kachar district except for Lakhimpur subdivision. Also, the government declared the areas covering 9 districts and 1 subdivision comprising Tinsukia, Dibrugarh, Chardagya, Sivsagar, Jorhat, Golaghat, Karbi Anglong West, Karbi Anglong, Dima, Hasao and Lakhimpur subdivision of Kachar district. Thank you for tuning in. For more updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.
New YY Dynamite Instant Noodles. It's extra spicy. Taste that will blow your mind.
ऊपर लगा टेंग चिदा भी हुई ना? होय सर. ভাল বড় টিং তো মিলাবি দে